Leave me breathless. You heavenly thing. You look so wonderful. You're like a breath of spring. You leave me speechless. I'm just like the birds. I'm filled with melody, but at a loss for words. That little grin of yours, that funny chin of yours, does so much to my heart. Oh, give your lips to me, darling, that would be the final touch to my heart.
Got a little working studio going on. Little working studio, trying to put it together. It's the infamous Nat King Cole. You leave me breathless. Hey, you take my breath away. That was late 60s, and I have a correction I have to make. Thank you to the Bobby Darin fan who notified me that the song I played last time was not at the Sands, where Nat King Cole was singing You Leave Me Breathless, but at the Desert Inn. The Desert Inn. Somebody knows a little history of Nevada and pays attention to Bobby Darin. Thank you so much for the tip and allowing me to clean that up. It is GMO Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. GMO Tuesday brought to you by the Foothill Feed and Mercantile. They got organic, certified organic, non-GMO foods, guaranteed. They got them for your critters. If you have a problem, give Shannon a call, 775-852-0999. They'll get you squared away on that. Hidden Valley Wild Horse Protection Fund, a true nonprofit, unlike the fake one that we started investigating through Preservation Thursday. We'll talk about that this week. Coming up here, what we have found about the fake one who doesn't want to release their 990s. Any company, any 501c, this is a little business 101 tip. If you're going to donate to somebody and you ask to see their 990 for the previous year, by law, they have to provide it to you. If they don't, you got to ask the question, what are you really doing with the money? Huh? I mean, that's the biggest question around. Hey, over the weekend, hemp oil, are you in? I'm guessing the Springfield area, 573 is the area code. But at the Springfield, I was out over the weekend, the Key Rack Shrine Temple. There was a company or a gal there, Jan Wilbers, 573-690-8209, hemp oil, the CBDs. They got the spray thing going on. What is it? Nano enhanced. J Wilbers 60 at Gmail. Information in the description, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out if you're in that Springfield area, or where 573 would be. That would be probably where you can find her. I'm guessing cell phones now. Everybody's got phones going on. Also, another article coming out about now. Factory farming, climate change. They're saying the meat and dairy production are increasing to the greenhouse gas effect. Link is in the description, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure. In light of the verdict this past, what was it, on the 11th or something? The verdict against Monsanto. The trial of the century, of some is billed that. I guess if you're a medical attorney or something, I don't know. There's some rumors that even if the $289 million judgment holds up, that guy may only see about 20 million of it because of the IRS. Ow, that's a big chunk of taken. Especially the punitive damage award of $230 million. That's a damage award. That is a punishment award. How come the IRS gets it? It's a government agency, and wasn't it the EPA that green-lighted this? Wasn't it the FDA that said, hey, it's okay, we're the FDA? How about the USDA? Did they stop? Did they stop and say, hey, you can't poison the people? You can't poison the food supply? No, none of the regulatory agencies, ladies and gentlemen, that are designed to protect the environment, the food, the agriculture, have done their job. They've all failed us. How does this happen? Whom do your elected officials represent? I want to ask you that question again. Whom do your elected officials represent? Public record. It's public record. Who gives them money? Who gives them money? Biggest chunk of money to Debbie. Let me stab my constituents in the back, stabbing them now. Monsanto, $15,000 into her coffers. Has anybody ever wondered how a politician on $175,000 a year salary can live in $5, $6, $10 million mansions? I don't know. Just asking a funny question. I mean, that's some pretty good financing, don't you think? Here, let me go buy a $10 million mansion. I want you to kind of grasp this. I'm going to let this sink in. I want to buy a $10 million mansion. I go to the bank. I buy a $10 million mansion. Banker, Mr. Banker, I want to buy this $10 million mansion. And oh, by the way, it's got 10-foot walls all the way around it with an electronic gate for my security. I got to buy this. It's $10 million. I got to buy it. And you get to finance it for me because I have a temporary job paying $175,000 a year. Think about this. A congressional member makes $175,000 a year for a 2-year period of time because they have to be voted in every 2 years. So how, again, I ask the question, how when you have a quote-unquote temporary job, are you living off like a fat cat off other people's money? Who makes it possible? Who puts somebody at the EPA? Who puts somebody at the FDA and the USDA? Who are discharged to keep them in check and find out what's going on and are they protecting us? I guess we could say the entire Congress, Senate, and congressional members are looking the other way. Whom do your elected officials represent? I want to ask it again, ladies and gentlemen. Whom do your elected officials represent? It's voting time. Whom do your elected officials represent? Omar Navarro, I haven't heard anything from you. Young man, you're running against Maxine Waters, one of the biggest criminals, in my humble opinion. She's called for violence against the president. That is borderline treason. You call for violence against the president. That is an upheaval. That is an uprising. That is inciting a riot. Omar Navarro, you're running against this woman. Seem like a really good young man. I watch your tweets. But answer the question. Will you represent your constituents and their needs and their wants versus corporations, big business, pharmaceutical, poison chemical companies, tobacco, the Grocery Manufacturers Association, Planned Parenthood? Will you represent your constituents? Because none of those organizations that I just mentioned, even the NRA, is not a constituent. Now, it's all fine and dandy for those corporations to support a politician because they believe in that politician's position. But it's not okay for the politician to be purchased to do the corporation's bidding. That's not why we send them. I feel like Chris Ann Hall giving you a civics lesson. Are you kidding me? Have you read the Constitution? They're there to represent our best interests. Not Monsanto, Bayer, Colgate, Palmolive, J.R. Reynolds, Crest. The list goes on and on and on. They're not there to represent them. They are there to represent me and you, the layperson. The person goes out and busts our hump and pays taxes to keep this country, the wheels rolling, as they say, in this country we call America. Just saying, folks. Just saying. I say this because in light of the decision against Monsanto, all kinds of stuff has started coming out of the woodwork. We are getting day after day after day after day, redacted, of course. And I have this question: whom do your elected officials represent? Because these documents are redacted. Why? What security, what national security issue can possibly be in a communication between Monsanto employees and the EPA, Monsanto employees and the Food and Drug Administration or the United States Department of Agriculture and Monsanto? What national security issues are in those documents that they have to be redacted? Oops. Did I just stumble upon something I wasn't supposed to? I mean, let's think about that, ladies and gentlemen. We're not able to get the information because it's all redacted. They don't want us to see their conversation. Why? Because USDA, FDA, and the EPA sold everybody out. They were purchased. They were purchased. Whom do your elected officials represent? Whom do your elected officials represent? Marjorie Wildcraft. This gal is a medicine maker. She uses herbs and natural stuff. A link in the description. Check her out. Great videos I watched this past week on some stuff with garlic and different household herbs. Whorehound, I tell you. You guys know me. I'm a whorehound mugwort kind of guy. And whorehound, especially for expectorant. Whorehound. And I firmly believe that whorehound works so well because it tastes so bad. I mean, every time I have to do, I got to be pretty sick to do a whorehound concoction. I'm telling you right now, man. But when I do, my body says, "Hey, you no good SOB. Don't you dare put that in me again." And I mean, everything in me comes out. I'm not sure who put it on this earth for me to find, to make a tea, to get my health and wellness going. But I sure thank God I did find it. I'll tell you that, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you that. The spirit, whoever, somebody reached out and touched me on the forehead, and they're taking care of me because I swear by whorehound and mugwort. Marjorie Wildcraft, check her out. She's in the description. She's got some great videos on how to make home remedies. If you're against this pharmaceutical mess and all this kind of stuff, and links and excerpts from Carrie Gillum, of course. Carrie Gillum, the renowned award-winning investigative journalist. Thank you, Carrie, for all the reports I got from you to do podcasts during the week while you were in the court, and I was over here in the Midwest. They made it possible. Her and Glyphosate Girl both made it possible to provide information on a daily basis to everybody. And Glyphosate Girl, of course, her link on the website. If you want, I'm working to get the link for Carrie Gillum's book on the website, Whitewash. It's a story about how a chemical company bastardized science, all in the quest of pecuniary greed. Pecuniary greed. Make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, that is what glyphosate is all about. It is money. Lake Tahoe markets, of course, Lake Tahoe markets, ladies and gentlemen, you can order today. Order today from Lake Tahoe markets. There's a link in the description. They'll deliver on Friday. That's a pretty good farmer. Pretty good farmer. Hey, check the website out, ladies and gentlemen. Vanishing Bees. I wrote an article based on some stuff. I'm still working. I haven't heard back from Brian and them yet. I've heard back from, but we haven't got me the links that I can stick in on the website, so you can go find this movie. But I'll get the link to that particular website, the Vanishing Bees, vanishingbees.com, I believe, or .org. But check them out. Very interesting, very educational deal about the bees and how to get natural pollinators back into your yard by growing natural habitat plants. I'm in Missouri right now. I want to go around and find all the different flowers and stuff that naturally grow in Missouri, so the bugs are natural, and I'm not importing different bugs because I'm growing another plant and I need another bug to do something with it, and it's kind of crazy. But and somebody asked me, well, you're telling me I can't do my little vegetable garden? No. You do your vegetable garden, but around your vegetable garden. This is where sustainable agriculture design, if you will. That's what I do. I help people put gardens together in yards, and one of the and it's like I'm saying, I am having some challenges here. It was great speaking with everybody over the weekend about the bees and about natural habitat here in Missouri. The information was invaluable to me. But that's what you need to do in your local area. Bring the pollinators back. I mean, every area is different. The Southwest has different conditions in here in the Midwest versus conditions in Maine. Alaska has a certain growing season. You don't not grow your vegetable garden, but you grow around it. You put your garden in, and then you put things around it that enhance that garden by bringing in the natural insects that normally pollinate different plants, so you don't have to go rub the boy and the girl flower together to get them to pollinate themselves. That's how it's done, folks. That's how it's done. But we're still working on getting a link for the movie in the description, and hopefully that'll be here this week. Tune in. I got a couple really good things going on. Tune in, ladies and gentlemen, on Thursday for Preservation Thursday. I'll start it right now. If you like what you hear, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the station, folks. That's how it works. Thank you to all my new subscribers, all my new followers on Twitter. I picked up 24 last night. I had 4 leave, but 24 I picked up last night. We're in the 1,800 mark or something like that now. Over on LinkedIn, over 2,500 people. Thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate people reaching out on the G Plus page. 8-something, 9-something, I don't know. But thank you, everybody who has followed me. If you like what you hear, subscribe to the station, folks. If you can help keep the lights on, I do a lot of work off of donations. I do have products that I sell. The donation money comes in, and many people have asked me. I got to make a disclaimer. Many people have asked me, donating to you, is it a tax write-off? No, I'm not a charitable organization, although I wish I'm just not like that. I'm not going to go out there and try to do something like that and then ask for donations when it's going to support something I do, like keep the lights on, pay the phone bill, travel to do investigations, whatever it might be to do. That, to me, is not a charitable, tax-deductible organization. What I do ask for donations. It's kind of how I supplement things. And after $600, you independent contractors know what I'm going at here. After $600, I have to file a claim, and I get one every year through the PayPal company to pay taxes on that money. I do pay taxes on the money that is donated to me. So there is that disclaimer. A couple questions have come in, and I will go over that again on Preservation Thursday. We're going to be talking, we got some information again. Spectrum is in the news again. A couple issues with Spectrum. MCS is on the ropes. And expect Q, another deal, and some stuff on Guardian. This time, a little good news from Guardian on this one. So, tune in on Thursday, Preservation Thursday, and as always, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this guy back on here. Nat King Cole, From the Sands, 1971. Once again, folks, if you like what you hear, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the station. If you can help with the donation, hit the website. It's on the right-hand side. The Vanishing Bees. That's my lead article right now. Go check it out. It talks about monocultures. The podcast I did on the Vanishing Bees over at the Kerak Shrine Temple. What a great building to host an event. Fantastic building. Marjorie Wildcraft, Jan Wilbers, the folks over there at Foothill Feed and Mercantile. Thank you all very much. Let's have a great day, folks. And let's all be safe out there, because that's all I can say. Blah, 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 blah. Have a great day, folks, and let's all be safe, huh? I can't say any more. Oh, should I do outtakes?